don't remember much of the start of the apocalypse. I remember a lot of walking, being on my feet, a lot of being street blind in a big city. But one thing does stick out in my mind. How bright the stars were now. And how much that fucking hurt. Hello and welcome everyone, or should I say, hey Shamblers, what's rotten? I'm StarDust-Ghoul, and this has been kind of a long time coming between my branding, my icons, and everything else. My debut's been a long time in the works, I'm not gonna lie, so let's get right into it. I'm StarDust-Ghoul, you know me as Stardust, or Ghoul, or Her Cosmic Highness, but it has been simplification. What's that? You didn't hear me? Oh, zombification. What's that? Oh, the sleazy government won't let me say how long I've been a zombie. But I can say I was exhumed on the 20th of May. That makes me a reborn tourist, or a undead Taurus. I am 5'4", which is exactly 152.4 centimeters. Look at me in my lovely posing. Look at me. Aren't I just a cutie? Job-wise, I am a part-time astronomer. I am a part-time grave exhumer, and I am also the co-host of the JoJo show. I'm their little third musketeer, and there will be a link in the description so you can see how I interact with two other people when we all share one brain cell. My languages are English, drunk, and sarcastic, as you'll soon learn, but I barely know English, let's be honest. And I am a ghoul. I am a common bred ghoul evolved with high quality space energy. Space energy? What do you mean? I hear you asking. And you need to eat a breath mint because your breath stinks. Before, I'm a ghoul, a zombie, an undead creature. How have I become so, cosmic? So basically, while we were wandering around the city, me and my little undead cohorts, there was an asteroid shower. And it wasn't big or flashy, but my luck, one came right out of the sky, and I got hit with an asteroid in my asteroid. Back on something a little lighter, my likes and dislikes. I am but a simple creature. I like my gemstones. I love my gemstones. And that is actually a video I have in the works going over every gemstone I have, because there's a lot. There's like a lot. And it's ever growing because I got Papa Ghoul, my father. I got him in the gemstones. And nothing will fund a bad habit or a collection like a parent getting into it with you. So yeah, I like my gemstones. I love my coffee. I did 2 years in an undead maid calf, and oh my god, I love coffee. And baking. I love my baked goods. I think one of the first things I tried to make was bread, and yeah, no, didn't go well. But yeah, I like my baking. I love my gardening as well. The cosmic mother, my mother, she has a green thumb, and I have 2 green thumbs, and 8 green fingers. Actually, as well as my toes, now that I think about it. Everything's green on me. But yeah, I love my gardening. I've got orchids, I've got exotic plants. I've actually managed to cultivate some of those lantern fruits, but the climate isn't hot enough to keep them growing, so that's something in the works. But I might get the green girl might get herself a greenhouse. As you can guess, I love astrology. I know my birth charts, I help my friends read their birth charts, and I help them read their tarot cards as well. And I love stargazing. I love reading star charts and that kind of thing. But stargazing? That's gotta be a big ass fire. Speaking of, I love pyrotechnics. Big old fire in a cold night looking at the stars. Love it. I've actually burnt through one of those fire bins. You know the ones, the aluminum ones. They have the holes drilled in, there's places for pegs at the bottom. Yeah, I burnt a hole in the bottom of one, because the fires I have are not built for those bins. I have some absolutely ripping infernos, to the point that the cosmic mother dear, I came in from Christmas Eve after lighting a big old fire, It was raining, it was pouring, all the cardboard was wet, but somehow I still got it going. So I walked in, soggy, damp, smelling of smoke. My hair was a mess. I just looked at her and went, I got all the old boxes burnt. Like, one look at me and went with a dead serious face. My twisted fire starter. Yeah, bit of a pyrotechnic and gaming. I'm an insidey one. I'm a nerd. I always have been. Ever since we figured out how to play the N64 when Papa Ghoul wasn't about. And the dislikes. I hate the cold. Cannot deal with the cold. Cannot. Like, I know people say they'd rather be too cold than too hot because you can just put more clothes on and you can get more blankets. No, I'd rather be too hot because then I can just get into a cold bath. Hate that shit. Messy people cannot stand it. Now, I know the difference between being a clutter whore and being messy. I hate it when people just leave like plates of food and empty cans and empty bottles. Like, at least put it in a bag. And like, or maybe like a separate recycling bag and have a trash bag. But like messy. Bleh. And this one, this one pisses me off. Bad incense, where it's just like obviously like sticks of charcoal dipped in like perfumey water. No. Interrupted sleep. I hate it. When I was staying at a friend's house, there was always an ambulance going by. There was always dogs or fireworks or something. And then down in the place I'm living, always something going on. I used to live across from a pub. There used to be a pub up the road. Yeah. And so I have a little bit of bad insomnia from it. But I'm working on it. I'm getting over it. But I still hate interrupted sleep. Because once I'm awake, I'm up. Tank controls. Now I know, everyone has to respect the classics and stuff like that, but tank controls, that's good to be left in the past, you know? They're just too clunky. You have 3-dimensional move now. The smell of petrol. I'm very sensory orientated, as some of you might be able to kind of guess. Smell of petrol. Back to the positives. Let's go over the anime and games I like now. The first anime I committed to was Yu Yu Hakusho. Back when I was watching it in like 8 parts per episode on YouTube for free. You know the times. Now, my first anime, my very first, was When They Cry. Yeah. I know. But that was also when I was watching Yu Yu Hakusho at the same time. It was just like when They Cry started popping up, I was like, oh, that looks cute. Now a more recent addition to my list, Delicious and Dungeon. I love food in like shows and animes and games. Like, I love food as a visual style. So Delicious and Dungeon, right up my alleyway. Demon Slayer. It's new. It kind of itches that spot of what you want in like kind of a fighting but also historical kind of sense, but with that element of fantasy of, you know, demons. Now, Art is Witch. Very short, very cutesy, pretty indie. I don't know. I haven't seen many people talk about it, and yeah, it's just like, it's like, I think it's like 7 episodes that are 8 minutes each. So it's just like I should have spaced it out a bit more, but no, I watched it all in one go because I really loved it. Sabuki Bisco. It's like if Fallout were in Japan and there was like, I was gonna say magic mushrooms. No, there's magic mushrooms in Fallout as well. I don't know. It's kind of like, it's almost high fantasy meets futuristic Fallout kind of stuff, you know? Because there's the sky whales and the giant animals and things like that, but then it's post-apocalypse. Like, a lady of the night, shall we say, was paid in a Pop Funko in one episode. I remember that. Dorohedoro. It made a friendship stronger. Me and my bestie, Balf. Shout out Balf. I know you're watching this. Better be, at least. We both love Dorohedoro. It's gritty, it's gory, it's fantastic. Zone 100. I'll give you a guess. I will legitimately give you a guess why I like Zone 100. Hell's Paradise. I can't wait for season 2. And I don't want to hear shit about how long season 2 is gonna be. Now, my hot take. I know we'll see at the bottom there. I like My Hero Academia. Now, no, stop booing, down. But I'm rose-tinted for it. I'm not saying it's good. I am at the acceptance point where I can understand it's mid, but I love it. And I'm always gonna have a little place in my heart for it, and I'm always gonna be a little bit rose-tinted for it, because it's what got me back into anime. I watched Yu Yu Hakusho and When They Cry when I was like a wee girl, like when I was still human. And that's what got my love in anime rooted. But I went off it for a long, long time because there was simply no accessible way for me to watch it that wasn't very expensive. But when I found a decent source of anime, the first thing that was recommended to me by someone, I can't remember who, was My Hero Academia. And it got me back into it. And I'm very happy because I don't think I would have found out about VTubers if it wasn't for My Hero. So I'm always going to be grateful to it. I'm always going to be very roasted for it. Now, games. The Stardom Suite, I like Stardew. I sunk 110 hours back to back on that between projects and work. Just like the moment I was free, I was playing it, and I didn't realize how much time I actually racked up on it until I paused and went, let me check my stats. Huh? Yeah, Slime Rancher, that's another cute one. Need to play that one again. Haven't played 2, saving that specifically for the channel. Now, near and dear to my heart is the Fable franchise. I understand some of the later entries are a bit, but it was one of the first game franchises I stuck with. And I love it, and I almost bounced off the walls when I heard it was going to get a reboot. Now, Phasmophobia, that's a newer one, but that's something that's something I play over on the JoJo channel with lads, as well as offline, and I love it. Fallout, that's the second game franchise I kind of stuck with. I played 3 when I was like, must have been about like 13, 14. I got it from a cash converter with my best friend, Melfazar. To the Americans. Cash Converter is a pawn shop chain, so I got it from there for dirt cheap, and that's what started off. That used to be my little place for like a fix of games. I used to get my paper round money at the end of the week, like £15, go get some games, nerd out for a week, and not my best friends. And now Alice Madness returns. Oh, that's such a good game. Such a good game. But yeah, that was one of the first games I was actually given to by one of my uncles, and I love gritty, dark games. That's always been a good passion of mine when it comes to games. It's why I like the Devil May Cry reboot, and it's why I like old, gritty, dark games. Now, the evolution of a ghoul. Here, I'm talking you through how my model has evolved into what it is now. When I first got Vroid, I was kind of going off free costumes from Booth. It's a pre-made dress, and the second variant of it, I painted over the original dress when I learned how to edit in Vroid, but of course that's very limiting. On a second point, this is when I learned I could take the template clothing and put them into my art programs, namely Fire Alpaca, and then I made the rips. I figured out how to do my muddy gloves and my muddy socks, and then the rips and the colors and everything, and then I realized, hold on, I can probably add way more, and then I found out I could edit the makeup, and this is how we get a StarDust-Ghoul. This is me now. So my goals, first and foremost, is to have fun while I'm doing this. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, but I never knew the medium of VTubing up until recently. Secondly, I want to use this as a way to learn to accept some aspects of me that I don't necessarily like right now, as well as to develop some good habits. You know, the regular stuff: drink more water, eat more whole meals, learn to communicate more. Specifically for VTubing, I want to learn more Vroid skills because I really enjoyed making my model. So that's something I want to learn. I want to learn how to make actual shapes because I can't be relying on pre-made things from Booth, as good and convenient as they are. There's like some things I want to make that I just can't find, you know? So another thing I need to do, drink more water, touch more grass, as we all need to do, you know? When it comes to a short-term plan, 100 subscribers for this channel would be awesome. It would be a shock to get to 100 subscribers, but long-term, 1,000? Oh, I'd cry. I'd cry. Actually cry. But yeah, those are my goals for this channel and what I plan to do. My fan art tag, Stardust Canvas. You can use that on Blue Sky and Tumblr and probably more that I can't think of right now, but that little cutie in the corner, that is by Mothroot on Blue Sky. She's an amazing artist, and she astonishes me. She really does. And I'd like thank you, Moth, for letting me put your art into my debut. It means a lot to me. And for a meme tag, Ghoul humor. Ghoul humor. I love memes. I'm a gremlin, so send me your gremlin memes as well. And my Oshi mark, it's the galaxy and the little lady zombie. What are you to me? What are you to me? You're my little shambler. You're my shamblers. And this guy right here, this is my little shambler. That's our mascot, and I'm very happy with how he came out. Now my schedule. This isn't set in stone because I still have other commitments that I need to attend to before I can properly throw myself into this. But right now what I'm aiming for is on Monday I'll upload part of a larger series that I hope to start. So that might be Fallout, Slime Ranch, or anything I had listed before, as well as anything you'd like to suggest in the comments below. Tuesday I will be moonbathing with my butt cheeks out, so no upload. Wednesday I'm not sure what I'll upload. Maybe a smaller video, maybe like an itch.io game or anything like that. Thursday, I need to go to the witch doctor and have my limbs reconnected because they drop off a lot, so no upload. Friday I'll upload, maybe I'll do like another one-off or like a part of a game that doesn't really, you know, end. Think like, not exactly, but like GTA or Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia is a good example actually. Something like that. And Saturday I am committing to Sims. I will be starting with the base game and working my way through the packs in order. And then Sunday is the day of rot, so I will not be doing anything then as well. No upload on Sunday. If you got to this point, thank you for watching my debut, and here is a preview of what's to come.
Get killed by... I gotta achieve it by getting killed by a banshee.
I got one as well. The bait. Yeah, I've mastered that. I'm the master baiter.
That's right, you are. You're the best damn master baiter I've ever seen.
I don't suppose your power plant has a giant satellite dish on it?
Giant what now?
I think I just found...
Hopefully they're gentle with me. Hello?
Woohoo!
Hello?
Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Baphomet? A different body? Yeah, I'd say a bit different. Go on, get him. Go on, I see you back there, get him.
Oh my god, was that smelly Rick?
Is that sex offender Simon?
Yes, it was! It was sex offender Simon! Look at him rub on us!
I don't really like clowns. Why am I here?
Hello? Banana phone. Oh, Charles is jerking off on the phone.
Is he seriously beating his cock?
That poor chicken.
Is he pounding his butt right now?
That poor chicken.
Worms? What? Ugh! The fuck is that? It's warm! Oh, hell no! No, come on.
OMG, Freddy Fazbear.